Hey everybody, this is my 125 gallon New World tank, and all we are really going to be looking at today in this tank is the plants. I have one of my channel members has requested a very large piece of Anubias, and so right now I've got a few of them in here I could cut out. So there will be more available if you're interested in this. I'm going to be cutting out a large piece today, and so this would normally be what I would charge $35 for. Again, I'm going to be giving this to one of my channel members, so they'll be getting a bit of a discount. But typically, if you're interested in a big piece of this Anubias, you can email me. I will put my email down below. You can contact me, let me know, and we'll get this shipped out to you. So again, I'm going to show you the whole process of me cutting it out of the tank, putting it in the box, the whole 9 yards. So keep in mind, what you see is what you get. There's some algae growing on it. There might be some snails in there, etc. So what I think I'm going to do is leave this one alone. I want to leave this coming down here so it sort of disguises the chopped off end of that piece of wood right there. And I also want to leave this end of it alone because it sort of softens the end where we come to the glass wall at the back of the tank. So I've got this piece right here. I know this Anubias, this pothos plant's kind of in the way, but I got a big rhizome right here. I've got another really big rhizome coming up right here, and I've got some smaller stuff down here. So again, if you're interested in some smaller pieces of Anubias, I have that available too. That would be a $25 box. But this is going to be the large size we're taking out of there today, and so this again will be a $35 box if you are interested in it. So let me get the camera set up on a tripod, and we will get in there and see what we're going to cut out. Alright, I've got to move a little bit of this woodwork out of the way momentarily. And then probably get some of this pothos plant out of the way momentarily. And then I think we can come right down here. Remove that piece. So let's see how well we can see that in the camera. There you go, you get a pretty good look at it. So you can see it's got, algal growth on it, and it's a living plant coming out of my tank. So keep in mind, if you're interested in plants, what you see is what you get. That's actually a piece of Java fern that was stuck in there. So it's not quite as bushy as I thought. That wasn't even part of it. That's actually Java fern. So I'll throw that Java fern in my grout bucket over there. There's some more Java fern right here attached to it. So next thing we do is we go to the sink, we get it washed off and rinsed off. I'll get it cleaned up as much as I can. And then we're going to go ahead and box it up, and I'll show you that whole process. Alright everybody, this is by far the largest piece of Anubias I've ever tried to ship to anybody, and I normally ship in, when I do the larger size like this, I will use the gallon size Ziploc bags, or at least the store brand equivalent. And this is going to be pushing the limits of what I think I can fit into a gallon size bag. So let's see if this actually fits in here. I may have to actually go out and put this in some other type of bag. And I'm also kind of curious as to how well it's going to fit in that box. I normally do, they do two size boxes that are the same flat rate price. One is a rectangular flat box, and it's just bigger this way. And I would be able to fit this in there much easier than in this square, taller box. So we'll have to wait and see if I can get all this in here once. But this should be okay. I think we'll be alright. Yeah, that'll be alright. And so that's it. I make sure that is firmly zipped up. And now I will double bag this. Let me squeeze a little bit of this air out of here. It doesn't need to be quite so poofy. So smoosh that down a little bit. We're going to throw it in the second bag just so it doesn't leak. Can't imagine being a letter carrier, finding a box on your truck that's leaking some mysterious liquid that you don't know what it is. I was a truck driver for many years, so I know what that would be like. That's why I always label on the box that I have water in the box, just in case it does leak. Everybody knows what that actual liquid is, and nobody's panicking and calling the hazmat or the poison control or whatever. So we will definitely label it as having some water in the package, even though it's a tiny, tiny amount of water. Again, I don't want any little leaks dripping out of the corner of the box and alarming anybody. So that's kind of just floating in there on its own. Let me try to find some packing material. Alright, well I had some bubble wrap in the other room, but I cannot find it at the moment, so we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of packing material in there so it's not just floating around. But you get the idea. That is your large size package for $35. So again, if you're interested, I've got a couple more pieces of the Anubias like that we could chop out of there. So if that's something you'd be interested in, check out my email down below. Contact me. Members, of course, will get priority, and members, of course, will also get a discount. So hit me up on the email. Let me know. Other than that, I'm going to say thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you real soon on the next one.